Hello everyone, Professor Thompson here. I just wanted to take a few minutes to welcome you to Speech 1100 Fall 2018 Internet course. It's great to have so many of you involved in my Internet course, and I welcome you and I wish you the best of luck over this fall term. We are closing in at the end of week number 1 now in our fall term. Being that it's Friday, August 24th. And so what I've really noticed is that many of you have begun to integrate yourself into the course. You've familiarized yourself with some of the tabs, some of the assignments in the course, and a significant number of you have posted your student introduction discussion board postings, and you have begun to start into Chapter 1, Chapter 9, Chapter 10, many of the assignments that are in Unit number 1. This video will hopefully be somewhere between about 7 to 10 minutes long. Just some quick reminders for you and some key points I want to emphasize from the course syllabus. So this course is really great in the sense that it offers you a ton of flexibility, right? You're not confined or constrained by going to a class at a specific time. You can record your presentations on your own terms, at your own schedule. But at the downside, the one thing that I want you to really remember is this class is high in flexibility, but it is not necessarily easier. I think a lot of times students take speech as an internet course because they think it's easier in some regard. In fact, I find that many students find it more difficult because of the state of Illinois requirements on speech submission, or the number of readings or the number of quizzes that you have to take. You have high flexibility, but it is not easy. And so I feel like if you're a student who's really nervous about public speaking, it's great that you have an opportunity to not come into a formal speech class, but you are not avoiding giving speeches. You now are burdened with the responsibility of gathering your own audience to speak in front of. Now, if you're a nervous speaker, maybe that's relieving for you, that you get to choose your audience, you get to determine who would be in that audience before you give that presentation. But people who are highly anxious are not avoiding public speaking by taking an online class. Likewise, students who are, English as a second language individuals, where maybe your first language is Spanish or Hindi or Lithuanian or Russian, you still are required to give these presentations in front of people. So this class is not easier. You're not missing out on something or avoiding something by taking it in an internet environment. I'm really hoping that all of you are in this class because you need that flexibility and you're willing to sacrifice something in another area in order to gain that flexibility that this class offers. The one really nice thing about this class, the way I have it set up, is that you have 3 deadlines. That's it, 3. Unit 1 deadline, Unit 2 deadline, and Unit 3 deadline. And those deadlines are outlined very specifically in your course syllabus and on your course calendar. So you're going to want to make sure, and it would be my recommendation, to print those off so that you can follow those at your leisure. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Sorry. So make sure you print those things off. The next thing that I would really kind of stress is making sure that you adhere to those deadlines, because I won't bend, I won't break on those. Those have been published well in advance, and so you need to make sure that you are getting all of those materials in by that particular time. The next really important thing that I think stands out to me that you need to recognize is that there are specific state of Illinois requirements that I cannot bend. These are things that are set forth by the State of Illinois panel, and that includes that you have to submit your speeches in an unedited version. You must give your speech in front of 8 individuals who are older than 16, and you must give your speech in a public venue. If you cannot meet those requirements, you will receive a 0 on the presentation. So do not give your presentation in front of a webcam, much like I'm giving you this video today in front of a webcam, but this is not a formal speech, right? When you do those formal presentations, you have to follow certain criteria. And again, those are outlined very specifically in the syllabus. Those are a non-negotiable, and we must adhere to those. So please do not email me, do not ask, do not say, hey, I can't find 8 people. I have no solution for you, right? By registering for a fully online class and obtaining the flexibility that many of you sought, this is one of those things that you then have to meet as the criteria in order to pass the class. As you work through the course and through the sections, I would really remind you that you can always work ahead. So I notice that there's 1 or 2 of you who've already completed most of the chapters in unit number 1. Feel free. You can move ahead and you can work into unit number 2 if that's something that you want to do. I think the last thing that I would really kind of mention as we get out of here and as I close out this video is that I'm here if you need me. If you have questions or concerns, I'm happy to answer them. I will give you a response within 24 hours unless I hear from you on a weekend, and usually on a weekend you might not hear back from me until Monday, but that's just because again, I, like many of you, have a life outside of school, and I have to begin to put some parameters on when and how I respond. I'm not necessarily available 24 hours a day, every day of the week. I don't know any job that is totally like that. So please know that I'll get back to you as soon as I can. It will be a reasonable response time, and I want you to be successful. All right, so good luck to you. Please make sure you hit me up if you have questions or concerns.